I'm doing right now is recording footage to take off on the trip. I'm leaving Starbucks in Corpus Christi, Texas for probably the last time. Kind of strange.
Premiere of the TV show Nashville on ABC. If you see it, now I want you to email me the next day and say, Charlie.
Good morning, San Antonio. We're downtown San Antonio. We've been on the road now about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're going to grab Interstate 35 for a little bit and then head out of town on Interstate 10 and say adios, San Antonio. We're downtown with the Alamo Dome right in front of us. The Tower of the Americas is off to the left. If we swing around here, you can see it in the far left there. It'll come back around in a minute. And we're having a good trip. We stopped and let the dogs have a break about halfway out of Corpus. And our next stop will be out west somewhere. Yeehaw! San Antonio, Texas. We're out in Kerrville, Texas right now. This is called the Hill Country. Obviously, you can see why up in front of us. We've been climbing in and out of hills here for the last 20 minutes or so. The trip's going awesome. We're just moving on down the highway, great blue skies, and just a few little clouds. Here comes another one of these wonderful hills. Little Ford Edge pulling a little trailer behind it, gets a little gas mileage. We're running about 14 miles a gallon probably coming out through here. But no problems whatsoever. The puppies are in the back end resting. They're doing whatever they do back there. We're just guiding this baby through these hills. Okay, we're heading down into some flatlands here. I just want to show you some of the scenery coming out of Ocala back here. Fort Stockton is still in front of us probably about 85 miles. Beautiful scenery coming down through this. The road's been carved out of these hills. It's just amazing to look at it. The trip's been good. It's 11:30 in the morning. We started off about 6 hours ago. I think we got about 4 hours left because we've been stopping for the puppies and me and getting gas and things look great. What a beautiful view coming down to opening up into this huge valley. Here we are coming up in Pecos, Texas, the home of Judge Roy Bean, or somewhere out in here. We've been going through the oil fields. It's primarily just this flat land. We just got a warning over the telephone that they're expecting flash floods in this area until about 8 o'clock tonight. Should be in Stockton, at the Roswell, settle down in about 2 hours, so I think we'll be all right. But this has been oil country out here. There's just oil well after oil well being drilled about as bad as it is down around Kennedy, Texas. So it's just kind of driving along. Hello, Pecos. So here we are north of Pecos. It started to rain. I tried to get the song that was playing on Sirius. It was a Look at the Sunshine. Actually, there's flash flood warnings all over out here. I've been getting them on the telephone off and on for the last 15-20 minutes. Evidently they don't get much rain, and when it hits, it's here. So we're going to pedal up the highway, get out the rowboat, do whatever we got to, and head on up to Roswell, looking for an alien. Well, it's 4 in the morning. We're headed out of Roswell, New Mexico. We looked around last night, couldn't find any aliens. Didn't see much of anything. Got into the room and just crashed. So we'll be headed down the highway to a place called Green River, Utah. Should be there in about 11 hours. So we should pull in there sometime tomorrow afternoon. Great day in New Mexico. Well, here we are. We're out north of Roswell on 285, heading up to Interstate 40 and on across to Albuquerque. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like at about 5 o'clock in the morning in New Mexico. It's like a lot of darkness, empty road. Been on the road now for, 30-45 minutes and seen 6 cars. They've had flooding up in here. There's just, I saw a sign back alongside the road, watch for water on the road. The remnants of a hurricane came up through here last night, and south of here, this is where I was blessed. I came through all that area yesterday, and that's the area that got all the rain. And we'll be driving northward should we get out of all of it. We may see a little bit of it, but we checked the weather this morning. It looked like only about a 10% chance. So we'll head on up the road. I was going to start the video earlier, but we've been winding down out of a mountain here for the last 20 minutes, and pulling a trailer and seeing cars like that one go by is just different. We're going to be rolling out into Albuquerque, and I think I'm going to go north on I-40 here. We'll find out if we made a mistake or not. I don't think that's it, but this ought to be our road. Anyway, we're rolling down the highway here. We don't see anything that says we should turn off. It's strange coming down out of that mountains, I'll tell you. I don't know how big it was, but we come over the top of it somewhere, dropped off or slowly climbed up or did something. But we're rolling down the mountain. Well, that was short-lived. We were sailing along doing great. Now we're in, it's 7:55 in the morning coming into Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I think we're in rush hour. We're rolling up through a series of mountains here out of Albuquerque. We're on 550 going up to Farmington. We rolled up into the clouds now. It was a nice clear day a while ago. Now it looks like we're going to take one of these wild jaunts down the hill. We've been chasing the Harley Davidson guy, and he's been staying now up ahead of us quite a ways because we backed off coming up the hill. We're going to be rolling down. This is what we're going to be driving for about the next hour now, in and out of these mountains, hills, whatever we want to call them. We crossed the Continental Divide about 10 minutes ago. We're coming down the backside just to show you some of these geological formations around here. It's just awesome. Driving in and out of this. I'm sure we'll get more once we get up into Utah, into the monuments. But we're just out in the desert in New Mexico. Well, here I am in Colorado, and I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. We're going to go somewhere. I see we're going to pop out of Colorado here over into Utah. So anything for kicks and grins. We're rolling up probably just west of Durango. Go over to Shiprock, which is over past the Four Corners area. What a wonderful day to be out here in the desert. So as we run across Colorado, we come up with some of these great mountains that you can see out here. We'll try to pan over and see if we can't get some of them so you can see them. This is what we'll be driving down through here for the next little bit. I don't know how many hours. Probably about 3 hours of this great, phenomenal scenery. Man, unbelievable. All wind eating rocks. Okay, we're in just left Ariola, Colorado. We actually have come by the Four Corners of Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico. That was back behind us probably 45 minutes an hour ago. We're in farmland now in western Colorado. We should be coming up, I'm not sure where Utah is. I thought I knew, but then the sign said Colorado. So anyway, we're going down to this farmland. They use water wheels, they use water lines. I can't remember, being out from Idaho, too long to remember. But it's farm country out here, as you can tell, and we got about 2 hours and 42 minutes, and we will be in Green River, Utah for the night. I just can't go. We're leaving Moab, Utah right now, going back up into the canyons. We're about 30 miles away from I-70. We will buzz over to Green River, but what a gorgeous area to be driving in. If you had any doubts about the Father, just look at this. What beauty. The way these rocks have been pushed up and the colors and the stratics. It's just unbelievable the way it's here. All created by God. Okay, we're climbing out. We stayed in Green River last night, and we're now climbing up over the top of the mountains, heading to Price, Utah. We're up at about 5,800 foot. Here's a guy that's struggling to get up over the top, pulling a set of duals. Probably got gravel or something on board by the way it looks like belly dumps. But it's been fairly quiet out here this morning. It's 5:30 in the morning. We've been out about an hour now. And we should be in Price, I think, in about 20 minutes. And unfortunately, planning was not very good. I'll roll through Salt Lake City about 7:30 in the morning. But we're going to be rolling through on Interstate 15, so we shouldn't have any problems. We are actually on top of the mountain up around Helper, Utah. There's a huge mine. I didn't get the camera on in time, but to give you an idea of what we're doing. And there's a train parked off to our right. No, he's climbing. I got a train running right beside us right now as he's climbing up through the mountains. He's getting ready to go inside one of the mountains right here. You can see an entry off to the right. You can see where he's lit up the tunnel. But we've been sneaking up to the top of this thing here for the last 15-20 minutes, and it's just, you know, it says speed limit 60, pulling this trailer. We're down to about 55, 40, somewhere like that. I'm not sure what our altitude is. Well, we topped out at about 7,400 foot, and now we're doing a bunch of switchbacks coming down the backside. We're single lane. Of course, they got passing lane on the other side for the semis to run in. The right lane, everybody running around. We're going to hold big signs all over to hold 50 miles an hour, probably because of the weight pushing everything down. But it's one curve right after the other coming down the bottom of this thing. Then we should be out of the mountains for a while until we get up north of Salt Lake City, and then we'll pick up, I think it's called Swisher Pass. If you got the money, honey, I got the time. Yeah, music's back. We just pulled out of a rest area. We're up here around the 7,000 foot still. Looks like we had to climb. Early morning light, you can see it coming up over the top. It's 6:39 in the morning. The shocker was I got out of the car to take the dogs for a walk, 37 degrees, shorts and t-shirts. Holy mackerel, I need to get acclimated. But we're going to be winding back up through these mountains here. Looks like we're going to come around here and go up to a pass and roll out somewhere over on Interstate 15, south of Salt Lake City, Utah. Downtown Salt Lake City, and in the midst of there somewhere you'll see some peaks sticking up, and that means the temple. That alarm says it's 3 o'clock. I'll stop and give Sassy her shot. So here we are rolling north out of Salt Lake City, coming up through these glorious hills, mountains, whatever you want to call them. Just great rolling hills. We're brown for the winter already. We should be in Idaho in a matter of minutes, and Twin Falls in about a couple hours here. We'll climb up over the top of these guys into the Switzer Pass, and then on down into the Magic Valley. Well, we made it. We are officially entered the state of Idaho. In about another 104 miles, we'll be in Two Squirts in these Twin Falls. Well, we just crossed Sweetser Summit at 5,000 some odd feet, and we're heading downhill into Utah. That's the last high pass we'll have here. The rest of it all will be downhill. On into the Magic Valley area. It's been a great trip. God's blessed me. It's been good. It's been tiring, but we're here for day one of the rest of our lives.
Just a little southeast of